And this video, well, this is basically just about my likes and dislikes of NBA 2K17. This game is pretty awesome, but there are some things that I would like them to fix. So, my first like of this game is how realistic it is. Like, the graphics, they just look so real. They're like pinpoint accurate, basically. And it's just realistic that now you actually have to have skill to shoot a layup. And it's really cool to me, and I like it. It just seems something extra that doesn't really matter, but makes an impact. You know? I guess that makes sense. Dislike number 1. I hate my career. And, well, I don't hate my career, but I hate how the stupid coach gets mad at you when you don't attend practice because you already promised you would do something else. You lose playing time because of it, and it's just annoying because, like, the whole point of my career is to be able to play my career. And you can't really do that if you don't get any playing time. You know? So, yeah. Fix that! And number 2 is just number 2 on the like list is facial expressions. Like, man, you could just get some great facial expressions out of these guys. Like, Shaq probably has the best facial expressions in 2K history by far. Like, I've taken screenshots of the guy's face looking like the Boston Celtics logo. I'm not joking. It'll just be crippled, basically. You know, like, it's just stupid. Dislike number 2. Man, that's a tough one. This game is really awesome. I would say dislike number 2 is all the prices. Like, all these things are rip-offs, except for, like, t-shirts. Like, just plain t-shirts, those are like $250. That's pretty cheap, you know? Like, but then these, like, retro jerseys are like 5,000 VC, and it's like, oh, really? Like, if I want to buy a retro jersey, I have to get at least 3,000 more VC. Possibly 4,000. I'm not sure. I'm not good at adding. Like, 2 plus 2 equals 3. You know? It's just, ugh. You just have to work really hard in order to get certain things from the store. Like, I bought a turkey shirt, and I spent over half an hour, like, 2 hours watching 2K TV just getting questions right, because, you know, I know my NBA. But for real, I'll get back to the video. Dislike, or like number 3. I like how you can shake the screen. I know you've been able to do that for a long time, but it really actually kind of works this year. Like, never really used to. They just always be able to score off your shaky screen. But now that I've had a couple of occasions where the screen has been shaking and I just airballed. It was kind of funny. And dislike number 3 is charging foul calls. Basically, the past 2 days I've played this game, you know, like, just dribbling in with the ball, and then it just calls me for a charging. Like, I almost lost a game because of it in college. And I was mad. Like, it just, I'm not even sure what happened. The stupid game just was like, nope. Like number 4 on this list is the shot meter. At first, I hated this thing. Like, it would be number 1 on this list if the game came out, when the game came out, and I did this video. But now it's like, I like it, you know? It's actually easier to make shots in with this meter. Because, you know, you don't have to, like, get it accurate on the line. You just have to get it to the end, which is still challenging, but, you know, and it shows range better. Like, I never even knew what, like, that was until this year when I could finally see the shot meter telling me what his range was. And, you know, and dislike number 4, 3, whichever one this is easily some of, like, the motions they make. Like, sometimes it just looks weird. Like, a pull-up, like, jumper looks a little weird to me. I don't know if anyone else sees this, but, like, when you pull up, it just looks funny. It doesn't look realistic all that much. You know, like, I'll take a pull-up right now. Prove my point. It doesn't look very realistic to me. Especially when they, like, land, you know? It just doesn't look right. So, now moving on to, like, number 5? Yeah, 5. And, you know, that would easily be, like, my team. I just love my team. It's awesome. You get, like, certain cards to help your team win for the first few couple of games so you can build up your roster better. And it's just really helpful. Like, you know, I already have Chris Paul. Like, I pulled it in one of my opening packs, and I was just like, I wonder if that's just normal. You know, I just like the game mode. It's just awesome. And, you know, what am I saying? Okay. Losing English, my bad. Let's get back onto this. Dislike number 5. I don't really like, you know, I don't know. I don't know. That's kind of a tough one. I've already kind of explained all the things. I'm trying to think, you know. You know, I don't really like, I don't know. I know one thing I don't like. I don't like how you just lose a teammate grade for doing something stupid. I hate the teammate grading system. You know, it's just horrible to me. I don't like it at all. You know, it's just not good. It makes me want to throw something. Like, I don't know. Let's think of something that we could throw that won't, like, break anything. You know, like a sneaker. Like, I could just, like, throw a sneaker. I know that sounds weird, but, you know, it makes me want to sometimes. Like, I went from a B to a C+ in a matter of one play just because I accidentally charged some guy. Which it leads to my other statement before. I hate the charging foul system. You know, let's move on to the likes. So, like number 6 is the play calling. It's just so much simpler. Like, you pull up the play, you just move over the joystick, hold it there for a couple seconds, and it will just automatically give you the play. It's just so much easier than having to... I don't know if it's been in previous games, but I just noticed, and I liked it this year. Yeah. Alright, that came out of nowhere. I'm just glad he stole the ball. So, dislike number 6. Dislike number 6 is the passing. It's just kind of hard to pass. I mean, it looks extremely realistic. Like, 2K just nailed it. But it's just, you throw a chest, like, see? That's my point. Like, you could just, if you just tap X, it will just whip it at the other guy. And it's just kind of hard to control the ball, like, when you throw it from, like, 2 feet away from their head. And it's kind of weird. And like number 7, I already said the jump shot meter, so can't do that. I like how it requires skill for the layups. I don't know. I think I already talked about this, but I'm going to talk about it again because it's just that good. I mean, it's just so fun to have a challenge to score. It's like a mini game, basically. It's just so fun. It's just awesome. I like it, you know? It's not one of those things where you just make every layup you take, basically. You actually have to have a little skill. Moving on, dislike number 7. This should basically just be a top 10 list. Dislike number 7 is just certain cutscenes. Like, I don't care about, my guy and him just doing stuff. Like, I honestly couldn't care less. Like, I just want to play some basketball. I don't need to get into his love life or his personal life or whatever. It's just kind of, I mean, it's not horrible. I mean, the cutscenes are better than last year. I hated that movie thing. I mean, it was really sad. Like, oh my gosh. Let's take a quick moment to reflect on that. Like, after Vic died, like, oh my gosh, that thing where he was in the park just talking, it was sad. Let's move back onto the list. I can't think about that. That's just so sad. So, moving on, like number 8 is easily the My Court. It's so big, and it's like a warehouse. It's cool. Like, and the selection for the My Court and the selection for your players' clothes, it's just outstanding. It all looks so real. I bought the turkey shirt. I already said that, but, I'm saying it again because it's a turkey shirt, and who doesn't like turkeys? And, it just looks so realistic, and it was so cool. Like, when I first got the game, I saved up all... The first thing I bought off this game was a top hat. I bought the Legend Edition, and I bought the top hat the first time I got on the game. I just had to. It's a top hat. Like, who doesn't like top hats? Moving on. Dislike number 8 is the crowd reaction. Like, I was in my first NBA career game, and it was like halftime, and the Bucks guy was shooting out like t-shirts, and nobody cared. Like, what's up with that? It's just not all that realistic in certain points and parts of the game. I mean, it's okay. I mean, definitely, like, I would have been screaming. I'd been like, give me that t-shirt right now. But, that didn't exactly happen, so, grr. Moving on. I like number 8. I had this one down! Dang it! I know, oh. Okay, yeah, there we go. Foul. Good for me. So, dislike number 8 is just some of the random cutscenes that come out of nowhere. I was talking about this earlier, like 2-3 dislikes ago, and how I just didn't want to get involved with this guy's life, but some of them were just, like, random, out of the blue. Like, why the heck did we have to see him in his geography class falling asleep? Like, I don't care. Like, that's just out of nowhere, like, just something you don't need to know. Like, it doesn't fit in with the gameplay at all. Like, I don't need to know about him falling asleep. It just didn't fit in. Some of them don't fit in properly. And just, it doesn't, I don't know. But like number 8 is, like, I like the boxing out. Or this is like number 9. Boxing out, it's just one of my favorite things to do. It's just easier to get, like, a bank shot off of it than last year. Like, I boxed out once, maybe twice last year, and missed both times. But, it's just so much easier to box. And moving on to dislike number 9. Dislike number 9 is how you handle it. I still don't know how to handle that ball. and it just makes me angry. And I like my handles. I love them, you know. They're just my favorite thing ever. Like number 10, here we go. Like number 10. This is the one that I like, but not all that much. It's cool to me. I like My League, My GM. Two very cool game modes. They added new things to make it better, like protecting picks, and it just made the game it just made those modes a lot more realistic than they were last year. And how you can, like, pep up players like you could last year. It's just overall a better gameplay mode than it was last year, and it's probably played a lot more than it was last year. And now for the number 10 dislike on this game. I absolutely hate rebounding. I mean, it's just practically impossible for me, because I have a point guard, and he can't grab a rebound over other point guards. I mean, he's only 6'1", but, you know, he should be able to at least grab 2 rebounds per game, maybe 3. I just can't. Like, every time. It just, makes me angry that I can't just drive in, see? It doesn't let me jump. It just makes me so angry that I can't jump. It honestly just no. So, you know, yeah. So, that is it for this video. Thank you all for watching. I hope you liked the video. Like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you feel like. I'm possibly going to be streaming in like an exact minute. But I don't know. Guy who likes pizza signing off. Thank you for watching.